Hi, good morning. Sasha Navar here, coming to you with another video. Gosh, it is 24 days till Christmas, as you can see, the little snowman calendar. It's December 2nd, 2019. I think it's like 6:30 a.m., I think. Uh, 7. Oh, wait, a.m. I'm sitting here in this lovely home that I now live in. Till when, I don't know when, but for the time being, I am definitely and fully grateful to be here. This home is owned by my good friend Earl, and I forget his last name. I want to say McLaren, but I'm like, that's not Maurice Grant. Anyways, yeah. So I apologize, Earl, for getting your last name wrong. Just had my bulletproof coffee, Keurig Colombian coffee with coconut oil, cinnamon, turmeric, cacao powder, and MCT oil. So, getting it working. And it's interesting. I'm sitting here, and I have my books here that I'm planning to read, like, from. I know it's a little ambitious of me, which is like my MO. But, and I'm recording this from my computer, so the quality might not be the best. But for the 21st century, I mean, technology is amazing, and I'm grateful for the technology that I get to use because it's absolutely incredible. Um, what can I say? So I have a lot of things on my mind, but I am like filled with so much like amazing energy right now, just like this like effortlessly excited, enthusiastic energy, which is my favorite kind of energy to have. I mean, most people's energy, I would say that they love it if they experience this kind of energy. Um, yeah, so I'm drinking my coffee, and I decided to watch the video on serendipity and how to raise your vibration to have more serendipitous moments. And that's actually one of my favorite words, serendipity. I was able to choose that and get the opportunity to have that word in ninth grade due to these two guys that I thought were absolutely awesome. I can't remember their names right now. But anyways, um, so yeah, I'm watching this video, and she's just talking about how to raise vibrations, and one that we are vibration beings due to our heartbeat, our how our digestion works. Everything in us is has a vibration, scientifically speaking. And anyways, like my personal intention for the past like few days has been to always have a good attitude because we're approaching the end of this year and the end of this decade, which is incredible. And this year has been filled with a lot of a highs and lows in vibration. Let's say that. And I know personally how to cultivate high vibrations. I've been taught from others, and I've been in search of how to raise my vibration, and I know how to raise it. However, that I've I've kind of fallen into these what do I call them? I don't know what to call them. I'm being very intentional about the words that I use recently. So I'm trying to figure out, these moments of like, oh, I'm in high vibration, so I can like chill out, so to speak, on raising my vibration through meditation, through silence, through gratefulness and affirmations, and reading books like Think and Grow Rich and Making Today Count, and The Power of Positive Thinking. I'm thinking, oh, I'm in such a high that I don't need to work on it every day. I don't need to feed and raise my vibration every day. Um, and I want to call it pitfalls, false moments or false beliefs. But yeah, so you know, and a lot of my low vibrational moments, I honestly believe, is because I didn't prioritize my attitude. I didn't prioritize keeping my vibration high, and it's created a lot of chaotic moments internally and externally, but significantly more internally, and just a lot of resistance and a lot of effort needed to produce happiness or peace, um, and to create uh, the manifestation in my life that I want. And I'm like, how can I manifest these things that I want when I'm in a low place? Because if I manifest while I'm in a low place, I'm going to get things in a low place. And I'm here sitting thinking, and I have my journal with me, so I'm going to do that. But I always find it really liberating when I'm able to express myself verbally. Um, and I'm thinking to myself, every like recently, again, I've been getting more into the habit of thanking the day, being thankful for a new day, because I mean, I could have died in my sleep. And that would have been a great gift within and of itself, because then I would have been released into God's hands and the universe and been able to be my full self without this human form. So death is not such a bad thing when your beliefs are in line with God. And yeah, anyways, so I'm thinking to myself, like, every day I've been waking up and I'm like, I'm grateful for, the ability to see, to hear, to taste, to feel. And I think to myself, that those things are amazing, but how limiting is that life? How to be thankful for the ability to have those five senses, which that is great, but beyond that, the ability to feel without needing to see it, feel it, hear it, or touch it. The ability to perceive things before it happens. The ability to create things vibrationally and through my imagination. Like, those things are beyond the five senses, not to down the five senses. I think they have their place in my life and in other people's lives, and I think it's amazing. But beyond that, my ability to, and even your ability, whoever is watching this, um, to create and to feel and to experience the world beyond your five senses. That realization, that belief is is incredibly beautiful, and it's incredibly powerful and limitless and free. And it's amazing. Like, the it's a fairly new realization and belief for me. So it's very like like when you're indoors all day, and then you go outside and breathe the fresh air, you can just tell it's a different quality of air. It's a different quality of breathing that you're doing. Um, you're letting the fresh air come into your lungs in a way that, you know, wasn't really possible when you're indoors and kind of breathing the same circulated air. If you've ever been indoors for that long, um, it's amazing to have that belief and to start living my life through that belief system. It makes me extremely happy and like feels like I'm flying and floating. And when I feel this way, it's so joyous, this feeling and this belief and this experience that I'm having, that, tears start to form because I'm just so, like, excited. There's no other way. There's many ways that my body is reacting to this. My physical body is reacting to this. And one of the ways through tears, because I'm just so excited, and it's just thrilling to have this feeling and this knowing. And also, like, the realization and knowing that, like, literally everything is connected. Again, not connected the way I'm currently connected with this cup. Like, I'm holding it, and it's letting me hold it. That I'm I just saw 11:11 on the time frame. Woo, what a life. It's letting me hold it. And therefore, we're connected in this very moment because I'm holding it and it's letting me hold it. But once I put it down, I'm still connected by it through my vision. And even if it's away from me, it's still connected to me through my memories. But even more than that, further, deeper than that, I'm connected to the person who designed it. I don't know who they are. I may not know their name. I may not know what their face or their smile looks like. But I know another human being designed this cup. Their thoughts. Wow, this is crazy in such an amazing way. Wow, I'm like, whew. It's like, let it come over me. Someone that I've never met before designed this cup. And this is actually one of my favorite cups. Their imagination, their creativity, their ability to visualize something to put liquids in, to be able to drink. I get to enjoy it. I get to have it as my favorite. And then they put the color on it, the thickness, the weight of it. Someone, many someones, created this thing for me to enjoy a cup of coffee and a cup of tea and warm lemon water, whatever. So even though I may not have met them, interacted with them, indirectly, I am connected with them through this object. And then even more than that, the materials where this cup was able to be designed, ceramic. Then there are people who harvest those materials. So this one cup that I now get to enjoy warm liquids from was designed, touched, fabricated, and created from many human beings that I will, again, probably will never meet in this lifetime, in this physical form. But that doesn't mean that they weren't here, alive. The thought of that makes me feel really happy. Because whether they knew it or not, they brought, like, this sparkle of happiness into my life because, one, it's my favorite cup, mug, but also uh, the fact that they made it functional so that I wouldn't burn my hand. or that I could hold it like this and feel the warm substance inside of it. Super cool. And since I am not only my five senses in this physical body, I would like to thank everyone involved in creating this amazing product. Through their imaginations and their thoughts and problem solving abilities and design abilities and harvesting abilities, I just want to thank every single person that I had a hand, so to speak, in creating this for me and for many, many, many other people. I think that's so powerful. And I'm thankful that I get to be in touch with that part of me that understands that we're connected in so many more ways than we can possibly see and even know. It's amazing. I put cinnamon in my coffee. Uh, and I started putting cinnamon in my coffee because of my mother. I remember she started putting cinnamon in her coffee every morning, and I didn't understand why. And I said, I asked her, why did you start doing that? She goes, for extra flavor, right? And because I am my mother's child and you emulate what your parents do or what your community does. And she was my first, I guess, community. She introduced me to society and community. Oh, snot. From Gray. Be grateful for your snot because it tells you things about yourself. But anyways, be just grateful for everything. It's just amazing. It's just whew, so good. Um, yeah, so then I started putting coffee, cinnamon in my coffee in my cinnamon in my coffee. And out of nowhere, I was just drinking this and I'm like, hmm, where does cinnamon come from? Like, I've never thought that before. Never had that thought. Where does cinnamon come from? And I did a little Google research because we're in the 21st freaking century, one of the best centuries to be living in because of things like Google. We have information at our literally at our fingertips because of the internet and so on and so forth. Wow, this is like overwhelmingly amazing. Woo! Um so anyways, I looked up where cinnamon comes from or the benefits of putting cinnamon in my coffee. That's the first one because I'm like, am I doing harm to my body? Is this a good thing? So I looked up and there's 10 benefits to it. Apparently, cinnamon, I didn't even know this. Cinnamon has as much antioxidants as blueberries. I thought blueberries was the shit. And then I was like, cinnamon is where it's at. And it curbs your craving for sugar. And I've been thinking to myself, why do I not like eat a lot of candy and sweets? Like it's just too much now. And I'm like, ooh, this is like I had some dates and they were super sweet. And I'm like, I wonder if it's because of the cinnamon. I didn't even know I was doing it. And so, yeah, so there's a bunch of benefits to cinnamon and encourage you to look it up if you're a cinnamon lover. And if you're not a cinnamon lover, new knowledge, right? That you didn't know before. And then I was like, okay, those are the benefits to cinnamon. Now, where did the cinnamon come from? I didn't know. And from my quick research, 90% of the world's cinnamon comes from Sri Lanka. And I'm like, I had no idea. And then I looked on how cinnamon is harvested. And I'm like, Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You're telling me that the cinnamon I put in my coffee on a daily basis, that is now powder form, comes from a tree, either in Sri Lanka or Indonesia mainly. And the way it's harvested, you have to cut it down, you have to peel back the bark, and then you have to dry it. And I'm thinking to myself, how many people did that take? One, to discover that cinnamon is even a thing. Two, to give it its name. Three, to, and not in a particular order, three, to know how to harvest it and then use it to enhance our human experience through flavors, through taste. Isn't that like, that's incredible. And then again, I don't know the names, the faces, the stories, the lives that the people who harvest the cinnamon that I get to enjoy have. All I can, well, not all I can do. I'm sure there's much more that I can do. But the first thing, easiest, and it's free to do, is to just be thankful. Just be thankful that you get to enjoy something as readily available right now as cinnamon. But it's only readily available because other people take the time to harvest it and make it available for us to enjoy in coffee in the morning. But it takes them hours, days, weeks, always to produce it for the whole world to enjoy. Well, not maybe not the whole world, but the world that it has access to it. Access. Whew. What a life. What an incredible life. Hmm. I'm feeling very great this morning. Uh, just through the power of being thankful and grateful for the life that I have. If there's anything that raises my vibration or raises vibration, period, and keep a good positive mental attitude, is thankfulness and gratefulness. There's nothing else that I've seen. I'm sure there's other supplemental things one can do to raise the vibration, but like, getting enough sleep, you know, um, restful, good sleep, drinking clean water, exercising to release endorphins, programming the mind with positive affirmations, feeding the mind, not only through the eyes, but through the ears on positive affirmations and miracles. But to just start off, just being thankful, like as soon as you wake up, thankful for a new day, and find something to be thankful for. Because sometimes it can be difficult based on what's going on for you personally or around you. But just being thankful for, you know, a bed, a warm shower, the sunlight, the ability to feel snow or rain, or the ability to smell rain. Whatever it is, just find just that one thing. It makes a world of difference. And that one thing turns into two things, into three things, and then Your whole life is just, you're just surrounded by these amazing miracles that otherwise you wouldn't have seen because you didn't choose that one thing. Every day, just at least one thing to be grateful for. Yeah. Okay. Signing off. Signing off. Can't wait for the rest of the day. I don't know what the day has in store for me, but I'm looking forward to it for sure. Anyways, I hope you guys are having a great day. Have an amazing, phenomenal day. And remember to be thankful no matter what. And remember, you are not limited to this physical form. You are bigger, brighter than that. Love you.